What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management. Happy Monday. I'm back here to bring you guys another video today. So today, the markets performed very strangely. And in this video, we're going to look at a few things in regards to the market, the economy, my expectations for the near future, the end of August. We're going to look at a few different stocks, of course, analyze their charts. And then, of course, we're just going to go over some plays that I'm looking at and things I'm trying to trade in the near future. Now, before we get into that, first thing I want to say is, look, you see it from this title in regards to the housing market. I did briefly discuss it in my video from Friday that they're talking about how the housing market could be about to crash, or the bubble could be about to burst, however you'd like to describe it. So as you can see, it says here, you may think carefully about that home purchase right now. This might be the worst time to buy. Who knows? I don't know. Sometimes, when these things happen, it's actually the best time to buy. But honestly, I'm not sure. But I'm just saying that is something I just wanted to point out. And the reason being, it adds to more uncertainty, more fear, more skepticism, all that kind of stuff when it comes to the overall economy, people investing, etc., etc. Now, when it comes to the actual stock market, you can look at the S&P, the Dow, the Nasdaq, the Russell today. They started off weird, a little bit choppy, then tanked, then started to rally, and you're thinking they're going to finish the day green, and then they just sold off towards the end of the day. So that was kind of strange in my opinion. But yeah, this is nice because you get a nice overview of all four of these indexes right here. And yeah, like I said, it was a little bit of a strange day. Now, a few stocks you guys might see on the right hand side here. BBBY was up 25% today. That is a huge shock, especially it's a stock that has caused a lot of confusion, a lot of pain to some and joy and happiness to others in the recent times. Then we've got stocks like QQQ, which was down just under 1%, SPY just under 1%, Amazon just under 1% as well, Coinbase just under 1%. So it was a really weird start to this week. Now I'm going to jump into TradingView so we can have a look at stocks and see how different stocks performed today. Now I'm going to start off with ExxonMobil, ticker symbol XOM, because this was the only thing I traded going into this week. As you guys may have seen, Friday I announced in my YouTube video and also in the Discord that I was taking a $100 call going into this week for two specific reasons. We'll get into that now. So first of all, if you go back to Friday's chart, after it rose up to just under $100, it sold off and started to rally again. I told you that's when I decided to take calls going into this week. So from around I think 98.76 or something like that, I decided to buy in. Obviously, it dropped off towards the end of Friday, and if anything, that was the best entry because today it jumped up at open, ran to highs around 101.50 before setting off. So our contracts were in the money. What I saw was around 80% in returns at most. I know some people out there would have doubled their money because obviously the stock ran up to $101.50, so that's a $3 move overnight. And yeah, just wanted to point out that now that it's pulled back, it could be pulling back to around 99, 93, just under $100 before it starts to push up again. So it's still on my radar. Now I want to look at Walmart because Walmart rallied today. Walmart, and then another stock I'm going to look at directly after this, which is also related to Walmart. Walmart rallied. Let's look at the 5-minute chart so you can get a better idea of what happened here. Here we go. So check this. Today Walmart opened around 131, rallied all the way to highs of 133.82. Then sold off towards the end of the day. I kind of thought, you know what, this could be a good entry for Walmart, but I'm like, let me just wait to see what happens overnight before entering on this. But I'm definitely looking at Walmart calls. On Friday I mentioned I'll look at the Walmart puts, but I mean, now that it's played out this way, I think it could be a good opportunity at calls. And it's not about being right in this market, it's about making money. So the most important thing I've highlighted here is sometimes your plan is going to change. You go into or you look at a stock, you look at a chart with a plan, and then sometimes that plan does change. So yeah, Walmart calls are on the radar. I'll see how it opens tomorrow. Then moving on to Costco. I don't know if you guys shop at Costco. I definitely do. This is another stock that performed similar to Walmart today. Just rallied up at open to highs of 535.60 before selling off all the way down to 530 and closing at 530. So I'm really intrigued to see how this performs tomorrow at open, but I am looking at Costco calls. So Costco calls, the reason why, if we can find support in this zone here around 530, 531, and start rallying again back up to the 540 level, that could be a nice potential gain. But you have to remember that these contracts are kind of expensive. So I'll just remind you guys of that before you guys go and look at the contracts and say, oh wait, this is way too expensive. So Costco and Walmart calls are on the radar. Now I want to look at the semiconductors, stocks like AMD, TSM, Nvidia. We did mention this in the Discord. I said to the group, I'm not very positive. I'm not very, I'm not expecting a lot out of the semiconductors stocks, in the near future. I think they're going to continue dropping. That's my expectation for AMD at least. You can see it pushed up towards 91. This is a previous resistance zone, and then just fell off and sold off all the way to $88. It was only down 3% on the day, but it should obviously, from the highs that it jumped up to right open in comparison to the lows where it ended, that's probably about a 4, maybe 5% drop, I'd say. But indeed, there's a daily resistance zone here around $91. So just be aware of that. If we are to start uptrending again soon, which I don't believe we are, then that would probably be the price target. And a stock like AMD moves extremely quick. So just beware. If it does bottom out here, maybe and find support, if that is the case, then $91 would definitely be the first price target. But like I said, near future, I'm expecting it to continue dropping. Just with all the semiconductors, there's still a shortage, chip shortage. They're still struggling to get actual investors who are going to move the sector upwards. And I think right now, I can see AMD falling back down to my level of support around 83.59. Moving on now, I wanted to look at Snowflake. Remember, this ran up after earnings last week, and I said this is probably the best time to short it. As you can see, if you look at the daily chart, here we go, very erratic, very sporadic chart here. Look at that, jumped up, gapped up, and I said to you guys, it's a bit overbought right now. It's time for it to pull back. It dropped 5.71% today. I'd probably say maybe that the best entry would have been Friday before market close, but obviously I didn't want to hold that over the weekend, with my ExxonMobil calls. But as you can see, it has downtrended today and dropped off, $11, $12 intraday. I think it continues to pull back, honestly, maybe to around 175. I still think there's about a $10 drop in here. If you look at the daily chart, you can see the moving averages are still, still got a lot of space to drop before it reaches the 9-day moving average. There's that $10 drop I was talking about. So just look for it to keep downtrending to that level. So I'd be looking at Snowflake puts. Then moving on, we have ROBLOX as well. ROBLOX is clearly in a downtrend, clearly bearish. You see the RSI here shows that it is oversold, and it was due a pullback, but it has just been downtrending. It had about 2 weeks straight of red. Let's look at the weekly chart. Yeah, 2 weeks straight of red, dropping from highs of $51 all the way back to under $40. That is pretty significant because when ROBLOX is under $40, it does tend to trend back down all the way to, this level 31, a little bit higher. You see where it was trading this stock prices. So just keep your eyes on ROBLOX puts. Honestly, long term, I like ROBLOX, just like I like AMD and Nvidia, but short term is still looking very bearish. Now let's head on over to the S&P 500 index, and you can see an interesting pattern here. So back-to-back red days, but what I wanted to highlight is it finally closed below the 100-day moving average for the first time in about in over a month, right? Friday. And now again, it's dropped down, and I think it's continuing to drop down. So within no time, we should be under this 4,000 level. And if you just need a correlation here, you can look at SPY. So yeah, we could be dropping under the $400 level when it comes to SPY. And even though I say we could be dropping under, I'll be honest with you, I fully expect us to drop under. I believe last week when it was around 416 or so, yeah, 417, I said my two price targets were 407 and then 404. We've dropped below both of those within 3 trading days. So I'm saying under 400 now, off to around 399 and below. So yeah, my expectations for the market this week are bearish going into September. I'm intrigued to see how this plays out. But like I said, I fully expect SPY to continue dropping, stocks like Apple to continue dropping, Amazon to keep dropping, etc., etc. QQQ, the Qs, of course, tech sector to continue dropping. Yep, I'm expecting short-term bearish. Like I said, I wasn't really fooled by this amazing rally, even though it was a great rally. I'm expecting Apple to pull back all the way to 157, where that strong level of support is, where the moving average is. I'm fully expecting stocks like Amazon to continue dropping off down to what, 126? Did I say last week? Yeah, 125.58, that level, which is a strong resistance before, and the previous resistance become new support. So yeah, a lot of bearish action is what I'm expecting in the next few days. But then you have Costco, Walmart, ExxonMobil, Oxy, those stocks which I'm expecting to start rising. That is it for today's video, guys. Make sure you guys check out the different links in the description. Also remember, tomorrow before market you have Best Buy earnings, you got Futu earnings, then after market you got Chewy, HP, CrowdStrike, ChargePoint earnings. Could get a little bit interesting, but we'll see how that plays out. We'll see. If you guys have anything else to say, just let me know in the comment section below. As always, make sure you guys drop that thumbs up. It does help the videos in a great way. Also, make sure you guys check out the Royal Trading Academy. That is where the callouts are. That's where the Zom callout was. That's where the different callouts are, the explanations, the breakdowns, the discussions, all that good stuff. Also, check out the Stock Options Starter Pack. That is a 10-video course for you guys who are learning options, who want to know more about options. That's helped a lot of people, so make sure you guys check that out. Again, links in the description below. And then check out all the different social medias I have, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Wealth Prince. And that is mainly it, guys. Lastly, if you're new around here, make sure to hit the beautiful red button below for more videos just like this. Thanks a lot for watching today's video. We're going to continue making money towards the end of August and going into September. But that's it for me today. I got into making, you got into making. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game over.